I'm gonna go get some stuff rearranged in the storage locker, get stuff ready to go out to the auction house tomorrow. You're gonna stay here and hold down the fort for Dad, okay? Okay, sweet girl. She's as content as can be. Oh, oh, get that tail. Get that tail. All right, Daddy loves you. I'll be back, okay? You be a good girl. Hold down the fort. Such a hard life. Such a hard life.
This guy is just cool, isn't he? He's just cool.
I'm Eric, and at the age of 40, I walked away from a corporate desk job with all the benefits you could ever ask for and decided to roll the dice, bet on myself, and start a resale company. I buy storage lockers.
Let's see what this is. Oh, it's signed.
I go to live auctions.
$30, $30, $25, $30.
I go on private picks.
Quite a bit of stuff.
And so much more. So come along for the ride as I build this resale company from the ground up. And now, let's get to another episode of Reliable Resellers.
What's going on, guys? Today is Wednesday. It's auction day, but we're not going out to the auction today. I'm going to use the day today to kind of get my some of the stuff over here in the storage locker kind of organized to figure out what we're going to take out there and on what days. The traffic is starting to pick up in the auction house. The northern folks are down, so it's time to get certain types of merchandise out. It's also getting closer to Christmas time, so I want to go and just evaluate what all I have in the storage locker for Christmas stuff and figure out, are we going to start taking that stuff this upcoming week, or maybe the week after, or the week of Thanksgiving, or what we're going to do. Have a lot of diecast cars, and there's still to go through. Had a guy call me about an hour ago, maybe two now or so. He's got a couple hundred diecast cars, 124 scale and 164 scale, and we're gonna go over his house on Friday and more than likely buy all of those. He did say they're all in the boxes, so that's perfect, fantastic. So today I'm gonna go over to my storage locker, get some stuff worked out in terms of inventory, and tomorrow we'll go out, we'll set up, and on Friday we'll go over and maybe buy those cars from that guy. We already have the appointment booked, we have his address, so it's already on the schedule. So anyway, let's drive over here and let's go to my storage locker, and let's just make it a good day. Let's go. Okay, here we are at the storage locker. Got the door open, obviously. Okay, so I haven't even gone through the G.I. Joes yet, but okay. So we have some of these cars here left. I think we're gonna take one of these is for Homeboy. I'm pretty sure that's the car he wanted, so I'll put that back for him. And then these other ones here will go probably to the toy show, but we'll see. It depends on what we get Friday. I still have so many diecast cars in here. Okay, so here's what we got in here. Now, if you guys remember several videos ago, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 Christmas trees. They were completely for free. They didn't cost us anything. In fact, it still says free on them. So these will take probably this week. We also have okay, if you guys remember from another garage, this one was recently. Yeah, this guy here, she does light up and do stuff, so she functions, so she'll go out there probably this week. And then if you guys remember, we also got these reindeer. There's a set of, I think there's 2 or 3 of them in there, and then there's another one right here. Now the boxes are pretty big, so it does take up a lot of space in the car, so maybe we'll do that this week. I mean, it is November 17th. That means the auction will be right at the end of it, because it'll be a week from Wednesday, a week from today, actually. So it'll be the 24th. Yeah, that'll be a good time. That'll give people, yeah, that'll be perfect. So we will start taking Christmas stuff this week. So these boxes are going to go. Those 4 boxes are going to go. Now that right there alone is going to pack the back of my car. So we're going to have to squeeze. There'll be room to squeeze stuff, but we're going to have to squeeze it. So we also have, here is, so here's Mickey. And then there is Minnie. And they light up, they do stuff. I didn't see those work, but they told me we didn't pay anywhere near 30 bucks for them. So we'll take those, we'll take these, we'll take those, we'll take Homegirl here, and then we'll take a bunch of diecast, like NASCARs. I have a bunch of NASCAR type diecast cars, so we'll get those sorted. But for Christmas stuff, I think that's what we'll take. Okay, let's go ahead and throw those in the car. Okay, so that gets Christmas stuff in my car, and we have a little bit of room left, but not a lot. I mean, pretty much the whole front seat's open, but and there's, you know, there's not a ton of value here, but I mean, most of it was free. So even if, you know, it's only 50-60 bucks, I mean, it's a free 50 or 60 bucks. But it might be a little more. Some of those Disney, yeah, we'll see. Anyway, so now I've got a lot of these types of cars, so let's go through, get some of these situated, and we'll take a whole bunch of those out there this time. Let's do that. Okay, so there we go. Almost a full hamper full of these things. There's probably about 50 of them in here, roughly. And they're all just action, the action car, action, whatever they are. And they're all just different, different NASCAR. Different diecast NASCARs. A couple of trucks, not many though. Mostly diecast NASCARs. So we'll take these out here. I mean, these usually sell. I see these at the flea market for 10 bucks a pop. So we'll see. I mean, you know, maybe they'll give $3-4 bucks for them at auction. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All right, guys, the car's packed. Lots of starting lineup stuff. Lots of diecast cars, Hot Wheel type cars, a good bunch, probably 40 or 50 action racing diecast cars, 1/24 scale. Lots of Christmas stuff packed in there. This closes, but barely. Here we go. And then we have some of the blow up Christmas stuff. We're gonna go ahead and take that out this time. We have this Xbox 360 steering wheel. We're gonna go ahead and take that out here this week. We're gonna take those 2 PS3s, all those games, and we are in fact gonna bring the Xbox 360 out to the auction house, just because, and we're gonna pair it up with all those 60 games that we have, and this Xbox 360 steering wheel.
And
just like that, we're driving out to the auction house. So we are about 10 minutes away. We're gonna go out here and obviously get ourselves set back up and see what everything did last night. So let's drive out here and let's make it a good day, guys. Let's go. Okay guys, pulling back in here. There are a couple cars up there, so let's just drive up here real quick, get an idea. There's the big old tree. Let's drive up here and see where we are in the line. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and us. Man, that truck, he's always there first. He must either live close or gets here early. Anyway, we're number 5. Let's go. All right, guys, another successful day getting set up here at the auction house. Let me show you what we have this week. So we're heavy on starting lineup stuff, at least on the toy table. We're from here over, so we brought some of this starting lineup, pretty much a lot of it, not all of it, but a lot of it. We have a lot more still over in storage, but we'll see how this stuff does. I'm not expecting huge money, but we'll see. We did bring the I Love Lucy doll. She's about 40-50 bucks on eBay, but she's open box, so we're gonna sell her out here. Just lots of starting lineup stuff, lots of little die-cast cars, and that's what we have here on this table. These here are ours. We gotta put a sticker on them. Let's get a sticker on these guys. So we got 1, 2 more flats of those. Bring you over here, show you. So here we go. We got these guys here. Our 2 blow up displays, the Christmas displays. This guy is just cool, isn't he? He's just cool. And then we brought, you guys remember her? We got her at a garage sale recently. And then here's the Mickey and Minnie displays. They're really cool. They light up, as you can see, and they're just cool. We have the 1, 2, 3. These 2 here are deer, light up deer. And that one's a little light up, I forget his name. Nutcracker, I forget his name. And then you guys maybe remember these 1, 2, 3, 4 Christmas trees. These were given to us for free. So I'm hoping 20 bucks or so, but we'll see. Bring you over here. So here we have, here's the Xbox 360. Here's all the Xbox games and the controller. This steering wheel I bought separate. The power cables for everything. Here's, we got 1, 2 PlayStation 3s and the PS3 games. And then here's all the NASCAR die-cast cars that you guys have seen me get over the course of the last several months. So we brought all of these out here. They should do decent. I think they do a lot better if they have the box, but we have a pick tomorrow to go see a guy who has like 120 of these in the box. So we'll see. Just some more headliners, starting lineup type toys. Our usual 1, 2, 3, 4 flats of comic books. We are getting low-ish on comic books. And then the only other thing we brought this week, let me bring you over and show you. So here we brought a couple of planes, right? This one has got some damage. Unfortunately, this is a really cool, really nice plane, but it is pretty severely cracked. Is what it is. 1, 2 Blue Angels. This guy's Blue Angels. This guy's Blue Angels. It's got a small crack in them right there and a small crack in it right there. Other than that, they're in good shape. This one's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. These are mostly plastic or like the hard plastics type stuff. There's a few that feel die-cast-ish, but we'll see. These are all plastic, but they're still cool, right? And then here we brought out some of the smaller ships just to kind of see how they do out here and kind of see what kind of money they'll bring for us. These are all the Japanese and German ships. These are all the British and American ships. So you got your good guys and you got your bad guys. And then just some random helicopters back here. So that's what we have at auction this week, guys. Should do okay. Should do okay. All right, now let's go check out a Friday garage sale. Let's go do this, guys.
I don't know you know, I'm not a big Star Wars fan, so my grandson, I bought him, but then they don't really like Star Wars. So
Okay.
So it's a lot of like this, what is these called, Technics? But I have a whole huge box in my car right here that I was going to sell by the pound.
Okay. Are there any minifigures in there? Do you know?
No, there aren't. I kept
no
them in,
minifigs.
they like the minifigures.
Okay.
They're 9 and 11, but they just never like Star Wars.
Right.
There's a lot of Star Wars type pieces.
Okay.
In the box.
You probably don't know if it's complete. The complete sets. It's probably close, right?
It's probably close. But
Yeah.
you know, a real Star Wars techie would know.
Mattel toys made in China. Big old Pooh Bear.
Yeah.
Much I can. Yeah, there's some decent titles. Okay. I like the cases.
Yeah, well, there was a place over in Clearwater. It was called Peaches Records and Tapes.
Yeah.
And I'd go over there like once a month and splurge a little bit more.
Okay, yeah.
And then they would sell these crates and you'd put them together and, you know.
Yeah. So before we go and we look at those vinyl records that we got this morning, let's go out. It's 12:42. So let's drive out here to our 1 o'clock, 1:30 appointment. I called him. I called Cliff. He confirmed, verified the address. We just stopped at the bank, and so right now we're en route to his house. We are about 20 minutes away. He is in Land O'Lakes, so a decent little drive. So let's drive out here. Let's maybe buy a couple hundred more diecast cars. Then we'll go home and I'll show you the LPs, the vinyl records that we bought today. And we did also buy one toy from the 50s. I think it's a decent one. It will probably take it out to the toy show. Anyway, let's go out here and let's see these diecast cars. Let's go.
Actually, racing champions. Matchbox. Hydro.
All right, guys, we just spent $400 and we just bought several hundred diecast cars. Ooh, sorry about that. The car's packed, as you can see. I'm barely fitting in here. Stuff is falling on me, but we're in here. I think in total there's I don't know exactly. There's several hundred 164 scale and several hundred 124 scale cars in here. So we're gonna take this stuff over to the storage locker. We're not toting this stuff up 3 flights of stairs. So let's make our way over to the storage locker. We'll get this stuff unloaded. I'll show you this, and I'll show you the vinyl records that are actually back at my apartment. And I'll show you that 50s toy we bought today. Pretty good Friday, guys. Pretty good Friday. Let's go. So we made it over here to my storage locker, and now we're gonna get the car unpacked. The car is just about as packed as it can be. There's some room in there, a little bit, I guess. But front packed, and of course the back is all packed. So just got the inside of the storage locker kind of organized. So we're gonna have to load her back up. Let's do it. All right, so we got the car completely unloaded, and bring you over and show you what all we got. There's one item here that's this is a 48 star American flag, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yeah, it's a 48 star flag. Isn't that worth something? We'll have to look that up later. But so here's just some old puzzles. Nothing crazy here, but there's a racetrack set. And then here is this. I don't know if those are real signatures. They might be. I mean, the fact that that one's in different ink than those makes me think that maybe they are. Maybe they are actually signed. But not sure. Anyway, so there's that. Oh man, there's just some random magazines, some racing magazines, nothing big there. Let's see. Okay. So lots of cars like this. Lots more stuff like this. And like this. And then lots of the small ones. This guy. More of those. Let's see, just bring it back here and show you as much as I can, I guess. This, all of these, all the ones in here, all of these cars here. These were existing, so not these. These here are new ones. The bobbleheads and these guys here, 124 scale cars. Back a little bit more is this box, and this box is full of them. This box here's full of them. Right. It's full of them. These boxes and boxes of 124 scale cars. Here's a. Now I know the lighting back here is going to get bad, so just lots of ones like these guys, right? Lots of one like this. And so in total, I think there's what, 100 and something of the 124 scale, and I think there's 120 something of the 164 scale. So in total, you know, roughly 400 to 500. There was also 90 just random pieces that were in here as well. Stuff like, you know, this little plush and some of those posters that I showed you. And there's like right here is just a random mug, right? Brand new Stein or whatever. So, you know, like this thing here, whatever fishing lure, right? So some books. So there's, in total, there's probably over 500 if I had to guess just by looking at everything. There's over 500 total pieces here, and we paid 400 for the lot. We paid 400 for everything. And then so there's this box, there's this box, there's this box, there's this box, this box, and then that's it. Everything else back there is from a different purchase. So that's what we got. That's what we just spent 400 bucks on. So now let's go home and let me show you the vinyl records that we got this morning. Some pretty good ones in there. So the first thing we got at the those garage sales was this Magic Marksy toy, and it comes with the box here. As you can see, the box is pretty beat up, but that's okay. And the toy is right here. Now when they first brought this out, they told me it was from the 50s, and I mean, you know, obviously when you see the box, it doesn't look like it was made yesterday, right? But when they brought it out and I seen it's plastic, and I thought, well, that seems weird, that a toy from the 50s would have been made in plastic. I just didn't think it was anything. I mean, I believed him it was old because of the box. And it's a, you know, bulldozer here. The front piece is broken off the piece of plastic. I believe the other piece is in here, but it's broken and it's plastic, right? So I you know, I would have offered him more money had I have known what it was worth, but in my head, I was saying, you know, I don't know that this is really from the 50s. You know, I just wasn't sure. So I gave him $6 for it, and it turns out it's worth like $150. So that is an absolute home run right there. It's even got the guy, the original little dude here, and he sits on the bulldozer. It's got him, and there's like 2 hats in there, different hats that he wears. So that's pretty cool. All right, so before we jump into the vinyl records, the LPs here, and I show you what we got, let me give you the quick background story about how we ended up scoring these. So we walked up to that garage sale, and you know, we're walking around. We go inside, and inside on the table they've got 2 massive stacks of vinyl records sitting there, and we're flipping through them, and it's the usual stuff. You know, it's the piano music, it's the, you know, it's the orchestra music, it's, you know, that kind of stuff, just the stuff that you see everywhere that you just walk past. But as I'm flipping through it, the lady was walking by and said, "Oh, you know, are you interested in the vinyl records?" And I said, "Well, you know, I'm more looking for the classic rock and the rock and roll type stuff." And she goes, "Oh yeah, there probably won't be any of that stuff in there." But just randomly, one of the guys who was there said, "Oh, well, what are you looking for?" And I said, "Well, you know, I'm looking for, you know, Van Halen and Aerosmith and Pink Floyd and stuff like that, you know." And he said, "Well, I just happen to have a couple of 100 records back at my house, and it's the exact kind of stuff you're talking about. I can run home and get them and come back real quick." And I said, "Well, okay." You know, he said, "Give me 10-15 minutes. I'll be right back." I said, "Okay, great." So we're sitting there, you know, 10 minutes goes by, 15 minutes goes by, 25 minutes go by, a half hour goes by, and the guy didn't come back, right? So I'm sitting there thinking, okay, great. So I go up and I talk to one of the ladies there, because he was with the people having the garage sale, and she goes, "Hey, well, let me just call him real quick." So she calls him, and basically something, you know, took him longer to get to him, you know, whatever, not a big deal. But he was right down the street and was heading right here. So perfect, right? So I ended up waiting about a half an hour, but not a big deal, because he showed up, had these in his trunk, waved me down, said, "Hey, come over here, got it for you." So I walked over, looked at the records, and it was an absolute no-brainer. We negotiated back and forth, and we ended up with $40 a crate, so $80 for everything. All right, guys, now let's look at some of them. Now, as far as the LPs go here, I mean, really the best ones are all of these Pink Floyd. And, I mean, there's some good ones in here too. But in terms of value, I haven't looked them all up. It's going to be quite the job to go through and look each and every single one of these up one by one. I will get there. Haven't got there yet. But I looked up some of the bigger name ones. I mean, there's some Pink Floyd. You got some Black Sabbath. There's some Led Zeppelin over here, REO Speedwagon. I mean, there's some decent titles in here for sure. Lots of Moody Blues, but right here, you know, we'll start just with a couple of Pink Floyd, right? So you've got, you know, here's one, The Piper at the Gates of Dawn. Let's see here. Here's another Pink Floyd. Saucerful Secrets, I guess. Let's see. Ooh, careful, kitty, kitty. Pink Floyd. Relics. Bizarre collection of antiques and curios. Let's just see here. Let me pull these out. Okay, we're just gonna go through them here. Pulled out all the Pink Floyds here. So here is a Pink Floyd, the final cut. Here is Pink Floyd Animals. Pink Floyd Metal. Here is Pink Floyd's, not sure, whatever that, have you, I have no idea. I'm not sure. Let's see, Pink Floyd, A Momentary Lapse of Reason. Okay, their covers were pretty trippy. Like it, you know, kind of goes all the way back. If you look at this one here, it's got like the picture in the picture in the picture, so it just like just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes, right? One of those deals. Kind of cool. Pink Floyd, The Wall. It's a dude mooning. That's funny. I don't know, got a little bit of damage on it. The LP is in there. Pink Floyd, Wish You Were, Wash You Were, something like that. Can't really read it. Isn't this Dark Side of the Moon? Pink Floyd, no, isn't that what this one is? Yep, Dark Side of the Moon. Pink Floyd, Atom Heart Mother. Cows. Let's see here. Pink Floyd, Obscured by Clouds. Okay, pretty trippy. Pink Floyd, The Piper at the Gates of Dawn. A Nice Pair. A Saucerful of Secrets. Interesting. Pink Floyd, original motion picture soundtrack, More, played and composed by the Pink Floyd. And then the last Pink Floyd, unless there's a few other mixed in somewhere, is Masters of Rock Volume 1. Pulled a few more out here from this side. So here's Rolling Stones, Beggar's Banquet. Here is Black Sabbath, Mob Rules. And the vinyl's in all of these. And it's actually in really good condition. Even some of the ones where I put the Pink Floyd ones back right here. And I actually just looked at some of the vinyl itself from some of the ones where the sleeves were had some damage. And they're in pristine, perfect condition. So here's Black Sabbath. Master of Reality. Black Sabbath, Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. So that one there. So, 1974. Here's Aerosmith featuring Dream On. Here's AC/DC, Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. AC/DC, Back in Black. Here is AC/DC, Let There Be Rock. AC/DC, If You Want Blood.
Here is Ozzy Osbourne, Blizzard of Oz. Old Ozzy Osbourne. Let's see here. Van Halen, Women and Children First. Here is Van Halen. Looks like a self-titled album, probably. Here is Molly Hatchet. And I mean, honestly, guys, here's some Kansas right here. I mean, there's more in here. I mean, here's a Black Sabbath I overlooked. Let's pull him out. Here's a Black Sabbath. Let's see if we can tell the name. Nope. Just says Black Sabbath. So maybe a self-titled album as well. Maybe. I'm not really sure. But anyway, so I mean, that's, you know, there's a lot of Moody Blues right here. Here's another Led Zeppelin. It's kind of a cool cover. I mean, if you guys want, you know, just leave me a comment down below if you want me to go through and show you all of the records one by one. I mean, I'm already 3 minutes into this section of the video, and probably a couple minutes with the Pink Floyd. I mean, we're probably going to be 5-6 minutes just with what I've showed you. So, I mean, we could make a full video of me just sitting here showing you all these vinyl records. I mean, it's a bunch of stuff just like all of what I've already showed you. So if you want, you know, here's the Doors. So, you know, if you want, you know, I can go through and show you all of them. So just let me know in the comments below. I'll be glad to make another video where we just kind of sit here and go through each record one by one. But only if you guys want to see it. So let me know in the comments down below if you want to see that video. Anyway, guys, I mean, that's pretty much a wrap on this one. That's what I got. So, you know, really cool score here. The toy, good score there. All those cars, man, that's an absolute home run right there as well. So, yes, I mean, really good Friday. And I just got a text message, and we just set up another private pick to go on this Sunday. A lady she says, over 2,000 longer burger baskets. You know, hey, we buy entire collections, and she has a collection of longer burger baskets. So I know a little bit about longer burger baskets, but only because a guy named Brett out at the auction house, he was talking to me and told me a little bit about them, which I went and did a little bit of research on him, just a little bit, to find out what it was he was talking about. And now, 2-3 weeks later, I get a phone call from someone who has 2,000 longer burger baskets. It's just crazy how the universe works, you know it? Anyway, guys, that's all I got for you. Like, comment, subscribe down below, all the YouTube stuff if you want to. And come back tomorrow. We'll do something else. Have a good day, guys. Bye.